This here is the Google 9 Pro XL, and this is the latest offering from Google, the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. In this video, I'm gonna try to find out how good and usable the display is under, well, what I can call a sunny day outside. And before I start the videos, I need to set some things straight. So first things first, this phone has adaptive brightness. So as you can see, it's turned on. And second, according to GSM Arena, and those are the specs, the phone should be able to achieve 2000 nits high brightness mode and 3000 nits peak brightness, which apparently we will also able to achieve this only when watching HDR content in, let's say, a very small 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter wide box. So that's kind of not so relevant. It's really relevant to just understand, like, hey, I'm here with this device outside. How readable is this? And I want to show you guys, as I'm doing this video, trying to stay really unfiltered, so without any cuts, really hopefully one-shot video, me just walking around under direct bright sunlight, and you to assess, is this display good or not? What you can also see, by the way, yeah, it's not really anti-glare like the S24 Ultra. But if you have been following my channel, you kind of know that I have a big problem with the S24 Ultra, and this is the display because after 2 minutes of use under direct sunlight, it just, yeah, dims. And this is so frustrating and so annoying, right? So this is right now the Pixel 9 Pro XL. I'm gonna show you really some standard apps like browsing, where you can see a lot of white, just for you to be able to assess how readable is this. And then what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna start a HDR 4K 60 FPS YouTube video, and well, just see how long the screen will hold before apparently it dims, and if it dims at all, because this is quite important for tests like this. Again, this here is the latest offering from Google. This is the Pixel 9 Pro XL. You're watching VST Spister, and now I am going to initiate this test. Also, it's very important to understand, this test is going to be done in the highest available resolution. So for that, I need to click here, and I need to select the advanced. From here, we have to select the 4K HDR. All right, then we need to go and put the phone into full screen. And now, guys, yeah, I'm just gonna keep running the video until I see that the Pixel phone is dimming the screen. My personal impression with this phone is it's quite usable. It is really far away from the really mind-blowing displays we've seen in some Chinese phones like the Vivo X100 Ultra and the Oppo X7 Ultra, really crazy brightness. But it is also really very usable. And by very usable, I'm saying, again, it's not the brightest one, but it's important to understand that this phone can deliver. And when saying this, we are already watching this 4K 60 FPS HDR video. And I'm gonna turn myself around, guys, so that I can make sure that the phone really is hit by the sun. This here is under direct sunlight. Yep, again, we have some clouds, but at the end of the day, it is very bright outside. And my S24 Ultra phone by this time already would have dimmed the screen, which really makes me angry. Why? Because when the S24 Ultra was released, I didn't have this issue. And I do believe that after 2 or 3 updates, somewhat Samsung changed, and now I'm suffering from this. The Pixel 9 XL Pro right now, I think, is killing it. So it's most definitely very usable. Again, don't expect any wonders. Even 2000 nits high brightness mode is actually a bit below from what we can see on, let's say, Samsung and even iPhones. But you know how it goes. Every time we try to measure those things, we can rarely really reach to those values. So it's circa around 1700 to 1900. It really depends, because also this brightness is not displayed everywhere on the screen. So you're gonna have some parts that are very well illuminated, right, like areas like this, and then you're gonna have some darker areas. So the overall impression right now from the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL is, yes, it is a quite capable screen. Now, guys, let me turn over so that the phone directly faces the sun. All right, no dimming whatsoever. All right, you can also try to check the viewing angles, which is very hard because of the fact that, yeah, it doesn't also have the anti-glare screen from the S24 Ultra, which I love, by the way. But the colors are very saturated, the picture is very bright, and it seems that at least for the first 5 minutes the phone is not dimming the screen. Now it might be that in 10-15 minutes the phone will dim the screen, but I'm going to compare this one more time with the S23 and the S24 Ultra. So far for this first real display test, I do believe I can conclude that the phone is rather handling this in a very nice way. Again, a lot of people are hating on the Pixel, right? It's not the best chip, it's not the best camera, it's not the best this, it's not the best that, it's just an iPhone rip, and it might as well be the case. Like, you know what I'm saying with the Samsung phones, they're really the best at overall, right? They are also not great here and there, but of course they have some unique selling points like One UI or the S Pen. The Pixel is really a special animal. It's not so special at all, but being not so special at all somehow kind of makes it special, and also of course it's made by Google, right? So this alone, yeah, it's kind of special a bit. But sadly with the last years, when Google changed from Snapdragon to the Tensor, yeah, a lot of people are now not considering to buy the Pixel, and you can watch also my benchmarks where you can see that the Tensor G4 is just like 50% slower and things like this. But you can also watch my heavy duty real test where I compare it to the S24 Ultra, and actually the Pixel was able to hold up things like 5G with a video call, with navigation, and also play a game. So honestly, probably the most special thing about this phone is that it's not so special at all, but you're just paying the full price. But at the end of the day, I also don't have a feeling that I'm using, let's say, a mid-range phone, right? I also don't have a feeling that I'm using a premium phone for so many reasons. And also I think the camera is just good, right? Just probably just a bit better than average. It's not the best camera, although of course there are some tricks like the Edmi whatsoever. But again, the only special thing is you're getting here all the latest and greatest stuff from Google. There's some AI stuff if you're into that. And I think that also, yeah, the new camera, the 5x optical and the ultra wide are quite an upgrade together with the front camera. But if you are looking for the best camera experience, or if you're looking for the best gaming phone, then the Pixel will never has to be your choice, never, right? Just skip this phone. So again, the only special thing about this phone is that it's very hard to understand what is so special about this and why Google priced it like this. But again, yeah, you're getting a new design that quite looks like an iPhone, and I do believe we can say this right now. I gave this phone to people using the iPhone and they're like, yeah, this is an iPhone, but okay, it runs Android. So right now, most probably the most special thing about the Pixel is that it's kind of a bit better than just average, and that it has a design inspired by iPhone. All right, yeah guys, back to the display topic. So 7 minutes, right? Still no visible dimming, everything is loud and clear and visible. So I do believe that the Pixel handles this like a boss. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. In the next test I'm going to be focusing also on the camera versus the S24 Ultra and the S23 perhaps, the haptics, the sounds, the microphone, and yeah, just stuff like this. Thank you so much for watching guys. VST over and bye.